So guys, the time has come and my mom is leaving tomorrow.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it's very sad. I'm going to miss her very much. I've had such a wonderful time hanging out, enjoying her company.
Me too.
Yeah, it's been a great visit, and I mean, all good things must end, but thankfully, I think we're already kind of making plans for next year, and maybe Anthony and all of us will come out and visit her. Yeah. Anthony's never been to like my hometown, and my mom actually still lives on the same piece of property in the same house that they've lived in since I was 16, but she actually moved there when I was like 6.
Different house.
Different house, same piece of property.
Yep.
So, and then the house that they currently live in, I was like 16 or something like that when you bought it, I want to say. And she's still there.
Yes.
So very cool Roxane little history there. And Anthony's never seen it, so I'd love to go out there. So maybe next year, but for right now.
And it's a similar setting.
Yeah.
No wonder you love it.
Yeah, it's true. You know, you always go back to your roots, and this is kind of where I've ended up.
Yep.
But, so have you enjoyed your visit since you've been here?
I have very much enjoyed my visit.
Yeah. She's been here 2 weeks tomorrow. 2 full weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday to a Friday.
Yeah, and it's been, obviously we've mentioned it's been great. That first weekend she was here, we didn't really do a whole lot. We didn't go anywhere or do anything. We just kind of hung out here.
Yep.
I mean,
walked around the property a little bit.
Yeah, we went on.
Checked gardens first time.
Yeah, yeah. Mom's helped me do a lot of gardening work this go around. And actually contributed some to the garden this year, which is amazing. So now when she leaves, a piece of her is still here, hanging out on the property with me.
Yep.
Yeah, so she actually bought me some like flowers to plant in my windows, in front of the, windows that I have those little planters.
Window boxes.
Yep, and she got me these awesome flowers for the corner here.
So she sees them every day.
Yep, and they're very bright and colorful, so I'm gonna really enjoy looking at all that stuff after you leave. And I'm sure you watch our channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So she'll probably enjoy some really cool like B-roll shots of all the flowers.
Yeah, I'll get to see them grow.
Yeah,
too.
you'll be like, oh, good, she's taking care of them.
Yep, kind of my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been taking care of my roses pretty good since she's been here. I haven't really done much with them. She's been tending to them since. So I guess I'll have to get back on it after she leaves, so.
Yes.
But what exciting things did we do while you were here? We did do quite a bit of stuff, actually.
Kind of stayed locally, didn't do any huge trips, which is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I got to check out like Paris, wonderful place.
Yeah.
And then, what's the other little town?
Magazine?
Magazine.
Yeah. We drove through there.
Booneville, of course. Yesterday we kind of went around Booneville, a bunch of the streets, and which is what I love to do. I like to see, where you're living like. Of course, then we have made the trips to the big cities, so you get to kind of see all that, what goes on. And I love to drive around.
Yeah. Yeah, she very much enjoys it. I mean, even in Oregon, they go on her and my stepdad, Eddie, they like to go on little drives and rides around. And
stuff
the coast.
we've seen. Yep, go to the coast quite a bit.
Yeah, she loves the beach over there.
Yep, love the ocean over there.
Yeah. Well, you're originally from California.
Oh, I was born in Michigan.
It's true.
But I lived mostly up into my early teen years in California.
Yeah.
Actually moved to Oregon, been about 45 years or more ago.
Okay. Wow.
So.
Same town.
Yeah,
Yep.
Same town. Only lived in 2 different places the whole time I've been there, obviously.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And love it. Oregon will always be home to me.
Yeah. Yep.
I love Oregon.
Yeah.
I admit.
It's her favorite place, obviously. You haven't left or anything. But while we were out yesterday, we did, like she said, we were kind of venturing around in some of the town side streets and stuff. But there was a piece of property that was for sale and that she wanted to drive by and look at and kind of just see what it's all about. How did that go?
That went great.
Yeah.
Kind of, if if I ever come to retire here, second retirement.
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah. Find yourself having to be
you know,
here. Yeah.
of course, want to come near family, and well, I'd probably come this way, and that'd be kind of. I have 3 acres where I live now and stuff, and but I will go down to a decent sized city lot, not in the city, but that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's what I said. We've been doing all these little, you know, town kind of going. I love it.
Yeah.
So
Kind of get a kind of the lay of the land, kind of see, because, you know, it's one thing when you talk about it like on the phone, and I tell her, oh yeah, this is where we're close by, and I kind of mention other little towns around us. But when you can actually come drive and see it, like, oh man, it's really not that far from your guys' house, and it's actually a really nice drive, you know.
yeah, well,
So-
and because I'm always checking out real estate.
Oh, yes.
Now when I see things that are in Paris or
Yeah, magazine.
that, now I know how far it is from here.
Yeah.
I have a grasp of how far it would be.
Yeah.
So
So when we first moved here, my mom and my stepdad actually helped us move across the country.
Yes.
They towed our trailer, believe it or not.
we did the 3-day trip.
Yep, they did. They made the long trek journey over here and back. So when she first got here, there's been so many changes. So what was your first impression when you rolled up here in the car and got to walk around and see
Of
it
course,
all?
how much it's cleared out and stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, how much more I can see of it. Then, of course, I look and I've watched the videos, so I get to,
Yeah.
I've seen, but when you're here and you see it, it's different, of course.
Oh no.
And, you know, I love the progress. They
Yeah.
did it. They're
Yeah.
living in it. And
Yeah.
very comfortably, I have been very, very comfortable here.
Yes, she has been very comfortable here.
Yep.
Actually, the weather here has been perfect while
It's
she's
been beautiful.
Like, it's a little warmer today, but it's actually not intolerable right now.
No,
And we've been nice and
now
cool.
we're clouding up even some.
True, yes. And we've actually been inside, you know, nice and cool inside. There's been a really couple nasty rainstorms that came through, but we made some really good use of that time. Actually, our last video you guys saw, we made some pickles,
Yeah.
which was a lot of fun. We haven't tried them yet, but
No.
I don't think we're gonna try them obviously before she goes. But that was fun.
Have ate very well since I've been
I
here.
was gonna say,
Yeah,
like, I have to
yeah.
talk about the food, 'cause
Yummy.
yeah,
Oh my.
I had a couple meals already planned out before she even got here for her, because I know she loves clam chowder.
Yes.
And
oh yeah.
yeah, people have said I make some really good clam chowder,
Yes.
so of course I'm gonna make her some clam chowder.
Yep.
Desserts.
Big thing.
Yeah.
I see all these videos and she talks about all the stuff she's making to take to the meetups and all that. So I'm like, well, I want desserts.
Yeah, please make me some. So I
I
have
want
been.
some of that stuff.
I've been spoiling her with some desserts around here.
Yes.
Actually, pretty much every night we've had dessert. Not gonna lie, guys.
When we make our list, it is a priority on that day's
Yeah.
food, what we're making for food list.
That's true. Like, perfect example. Yesterday we were in town when we were driving around, so we had to stop by the store and get some stuff. And of course, my mom says, "Well, what are we doing for dessert tonight?"
Yeah. What's tonight?
I don't,
dessert?
you know, of course, my wheels start spinning. Well, I could do this or this, but she actually came up with the dessert last night.
For last night.
Yeah. So, and it was kind of my mom's style dessert, as she put it. So, what did we have last night?
So I bought a bakery butter pound cake, and then we had fresh strawberries, and Roxane made fresh whipped cream.
I did, yeah.
But I did buy the bakery pound cake. Roxane said, I could have made that. And I said, yeah, but I'm doing it my way. And I said, at least it's a bakery one, and this is how I would do it.
Yeah.
I don't do much of the baking and stuff. There's just me and my husband.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was very good, though.
It was good.
Yeah, definitely enjoyed it. And the homemade whipped cream probably what really
Yes.
did it.
Definitely. It was nothing like the strawberry poke cake.
Oh, yes. I did make some strawberry pork cake. So,
I'm glad that is gone. And I did my part in helping that get gone.
yeah. So Father's Day on Sunday, we actually had like a barbecue and invited everybody over. We had Mike and Lissa from Drifting Dreamers. or DD5. We had Come On Homesteading David here. He was hanging out with us. And then Melanie and Gary from Simple Life. And all the kids were here. And we made, like, they were pork tacos, street tacos. They were not, you know, so
the small
good.
ones, yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, they were so good.
And beans.
Oh, yes, I made some ranch beans to go with them, which, those were good, too.
Those were good.
Yeah. And then...
All good. All food, all good.
Yeah. And then we had poke cake.
Yeah.
Which was really good.
Ooh, yeah.
But you guys all know about my poke cake, so I wanted
It's all true.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure she enjoyed some of it, plus everybody loves it around here, so it was kind of a win-win-win situation.
We went down to the big city one time, went to the casinos, and Roxane and I were big winners.
We were.
On the penny machines.
Yeah, we met David and Steph and Anthony and I. We all went down to the casino. And
got a
played.
free hamburger and fries.
Yeah, we did. We got free lunch, which was amazing. It was a really good burger.
Yep.
Didn't cost us a dime. And then, yeah, me and my mom, we ended up winning, you know, $100 each, which was amazing.
A little over $100 each.
Yeah, it was great.
On a pennies.
David and Anthony.
The lowest bets.
Yeah, they didn't win, but we won, so that's all that matters.
Yep. You won on the way out, very last.
Yeah, I was actually kind of bummed out because I mean, I'd only been at this point, I was like $20 in.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, but the machines decided to be spreading that good luck to me, and I just kept getting in the bonus, and I kept hitting these big wins, and it just kept paying out.
Right on the way out.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
it worked out really well. That was fun that we did that day.
Plus, we hung out there, around there for a few hours.
We did, yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
Ahead. Free lunch and one money.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great, profitable day.
Yeah.
You could say.
I got paid $100.
Yeah,
over
just-
$100 each
And
for a few
they
hours.
paid us to eat.
Yeah. Copped us the meal.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. So today is my mom's official last full day here. And we are going to be making a really nice dinner. She actually had this all planned out even before she showed up.
Yes.
She said that I want this when I'm here. So it kind of worked out really good. So what is that? I'll let you share.
We are having steak and lobster.
Yes.
So while we were in the big city, we made it a point to find a good butcher shop, went and bought some really nice T-bones and some lobster tails.
Yep, half-pound lobster tails.
And that was my big thing. I want to do it while I'm here because I want to do it with Roxane. So if it messes up, it's her fault.
That's right.
No. But, and it worked out great because guess what I did with my casino winnings?
Yeah.
I bought the meal.
That's
I was
true.
planning on it anyway, so that was like score.
Yeah, it worked out
Yep.
very well. So, I mean, the money didn't go to waste. It
No.
went to very good things. So we're gonna really enjoy a good dinner tonight. We're gonna have baked potatoes and artichokes.
Yep, fresh artichoke.
I mean, I might not even eat today just so I'm starving for dinner.
I got to eat a little something, but I will just eat a little something, I
Yeah,
think.
just to save that appetite
Yeah.
because it's gonna be so much food today.
I was kind of so hoping Wyatt would say he didn't like lobster. Kid, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah, he wants that lobster.
I love lobster. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. She was like, man, maybe I'll luck out and get.
So we can eat his tail
Yeah,
too.
we'll split it in threes, you know, and split it between us. Yeah.
But no.
No, he wants that
Which is
lobster.
great, actually.
Yeah, no, she's had a really good time with Wyatt. He's been enjoying his grandma visit. You know, we did take him with us when we went to Mount Magazine. Oh, that was something. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we did go there.
Yeah, we took a trip
That
out.
was cool.
Yeah. So some of you may or may not know, but Mount Magazine actually is the highest peak in the state of Arkansas, the whole state.
I find that funny.
Yeah, and it's literally right in our backyard. I can't remember. Do you remember what the elevation was up there on that sign?
2,000 something, 2,600 feet or something.
Some-
It wasn't. It was funny.
And we weren't
Highest
even
peak.
really at the peak yet at
Yeah.
that point, but you're pretty high up there. You know,
Yeah. You're
given
up.
given the situation. But the view up there was gorgeous.
Oh,
huh?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice day, beautiful
Yeah.
weather. It was nice.
Yeah, no, it was.
Nice drive.
Yep, and they have like this little museum thing in there that you went and checked out. Like it was. That was a really good day. We had a really good day.
I've had all good days.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of a bad day either, really.
I wish we would have got to do more canning and stuff, but you know, we were having such good days.
That's true.
So That's you know.
Oh, another exciting thing she did while she was here. She actually got to take the zero turn out for a spin.
Loved it. Mowed the yard. I'm a mower.
Yeah, she loves to mow. And she asked, well, Anthony suggested, hey, if you want to mow out there, you can. And she said, you know what? I will. So he fired it up for her, showed her how to use it, and she mowed everything.
Yep, I mowed as much of it as I felt comfortable with.
You can't really tell right now because that was
No.
like 4 days ago, 4 or 5.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's just grown so fast because we had it all nice and mowed for her right before she got here.
Yep.
Like we literally mowed the day before you got here.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know.
5 days later, I was like, oh, I'll mow.
Yeah. And I was
Now
like,
here we are 5 days later, and it can be mowed again,
Yeah, so
really,
we're
in
gonna-
all actuality.
well, do you want to fire up that mower?
You know, I kind of was thinking we got kind of a free-for-all day.
It is kind of a free-for-all day.
Gonna do my packing, get ready to go. I leave tomorrow from here in the afternoon.
Yeah, so she is flying out of the really big city, Little Rock.
Little Rock.
So that's kind of a little drive for us, but that's okay. It's a nice drive. You get to see more of Arkansas because I think we're going to go a different way there than when we came back.
Yeah, okay.
So you'll get to see a little
Always.
bit, you know, different things, which is cool. Take
more,
some mental,
more of Arkansas.
Yeah, take some mental pictures, you know. Maybe take some pictures. We have been taking pictures too, which I'm glad. That seems to be something you always tend to forget when you're hanging out with family and friends.
It does.
You know, especially when you're having such a good time, you forget to take pictures.
And I'm not a picture taker, never have been.
I know it's going to sound very strange because we do YouTube and stuff like that.
But you do this.
Yeah, but we're not really picture takers either.
I'm not a picture
When
taker.
we're like not recording and stuff like that, I'm terrible about taking pictures. And you know, you look back, totally random thing, but you look back on certain things, you're like, man, I wish I would have took a picture of that.
Oh, yeah.
At least I got
do.
the mental picture, but a real picture would have been nice to have.
However, I love to see other people's pictures
That's
of
true,
things.
yeah.
As I think I ought to take more pictures of my own, but I don't.
So another cool thing we did while you were here is we hit up like, there's like a consignment secondhand store there in town. And
In Booneville.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go there for a really long time. Every time I drive by there, I'm always like, oh man, I should stop by in there. So finally, we decided to stop by there when she was with us.
We were out and about.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, they're
Anthony
open.
and Wyatt. We had breakfast that morning.
Yes, we did. We had breakfast. It was really good.
Yep, had a yummy, yummy biscuit and gravy.
Yep. Yeah, we took her to a place that we go to often. Not often, I shouldn't say it like that, but when we do have breakfast, that's usually where we go.
Yeah.
There.
Love it. Quaint little cafe, old hometown kind of cooking.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And then, so yeah, we hit up that secondhand store, Consignment Store, and man, guys, it was really cool. I'm like, man, why did I wait so long to come in here? She's actually wearing like
The shorts.
the shorts she picked up yesterday.
The shirt was a little snug.
Yeah. I got a nice little dress.
It can be passed on to somebody else.
Yeah, she left it here, so I'll either see if maybe I want it. I don't know. It's not
Kind of
really
not
nice.
her. It's got glittery stuff in
Yeah,
it.
her and I have we're mother-daughter, but we have two totally different styles and always have.
Clothes-wise.
My entire life with my mom, I've always had a totally different style than she has.
Yep.
Which
You're kind of coming along.
I am. I've been wearing a lot of dresses.
She is into the
yeah.
sundress. I've always been, but mine are
I mean that.
bright cherry and
Yeah. See, look, I'm wearing a dress, but I have a black dress on.
yeah. But it's a dress.
Yeah, it is a dress, which is a lot further along than I've been in a long time. So,
I think that.
yeah.
Pants. You still wore pants.
Yeah.
Even in Vegas.
Yes, I did.
You wore your jeans, and I used to think that, oh my God, it's 110.
Yeah, and you're roasting. Why are you wearing those? So
You got jeans on, and often even kind of a sweatshirt. Always at least a t-shirt,
Yes.
not even a tank top. It was a t-shirt.
yeah, I was.
But anyways, those days are gone.
They
She's
are.
getting older too, and wiser.
Ooh, yes. That's very true too. That's very true. But that was one of those things we picked up while we were out there thrift shopping because we did go out to like the Goodwill.
What a wonderful store.
Oh yes, that one there in town in Booneville. It was
Clean, neat, organized.
very well nice. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
prices weren't bad at
No,
all.
because she's got nice stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I definitely will probably be going back there again.
You got to cruise it all the time, and I could go there today because it'd be a different cruising experience.
It's true, you know. And then I took her to the bin store too.
Yeah.
That was cool. She never even heard of a bin store.
Nope, never heard of them.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, that was fun.
We did some
Wyatt
shopping.
picked up a couple things, of course.
I did too. I got my little Halloween decoration.
Oh yeah, that was a score.
That was a score. There was like 7 in there or something.
Yeah.
We paid like $5 for it, so.
I could see where that could be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to the secondhand store and dig through her bins,
Yeah.
which she didn't have because she had everything organized.
It was very nice in that store. So that was kind of like the little shopping experiences we did, because that was something we used to do often together.
Used to be a big thing.
Yeah, we used to go shopping a lot, which, you know, of course, right?
Clothes, of course,
yeah.
and I was always a Rare Earth or a Pier 1.
Yeah,
And I loved Old Navy.
Yeah, those were one of those stores we still
I don't do hardly at all. I'm retired. I don't need any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I have given away lots and lots of stuff. And I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so I've been working on my clothes collection since she's been here, more so than she has. I got some
in
new
a
dresses
suitcase.
and some, you know, new stuff. I always look at the knick-knacky kind of things nowadays because, you know, I'm trying to revamp my style a little bit, but I haven't yet to really find any knick-knack stuff while we were out and about.
No, nothing that's grabbed you yet.
Yeah, just some Halloween decor stuff. That was it.
But that was a score.
That was the score.
Come Halloween time, you're gonna go, man, these really were a score.
Yeah, I'm so glad I bought these. I'm gonna say that the whole time I'm putting them in the ground.
Yep.
I'm so glad I bought these.
Nice metal.
Yeah.
Not Dollar Tree ones.
But so it's been a really good, fun time hanging out with my mom.
I have had a wonderful time.
Yeah, it's been a few years since we've actually had time like this. Like I have seen her. I think I saw you when you moved us out here, but we weren't.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
seen
it
a
was
couple
different.
times in
I saw you
Vegas.
the one time in Vegas.
Okay, once.
That first
Graduation.
year. Yeah, that first year we went back after we moved here. And that was it.
That was it. And that was just so busy we didn't see.
Yeah, that was like
This has been wonderful. 2 full weeks with just this.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just us hanging out.
And
doing-
Roxane's in her garden, which I
Yeah.
love. I'm just a flower plant kind of gardener, but I used to garden.
Yeah, she did. You guys have heard throughout these videos some of the things I have around here, inspirations because of my childhood.
Roxane always was in there gardening with me.
Yeah, I've always been kind of into the gardening thing.
She's always been an outdoor child.
Yeah.
We had a mini little farm,
Yeah.
so to say.
We did. I remember we had horses at one time.
Horses, cows,
Pigs.
chickens, and pigs.
Pigs. We had rabbits too for a very short period of time.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember the rabbits, but
Yeah.
if anything, I remember my pet Snowball was her name.
Oh, yeah. Right.
The only real rabbit I remember, but you told me the other day that we had more than just that one.
No, at one time we had started with the breeding rabbits.
Yeah, okay.
And it didn't take long till we had more than we could handle, and they were past due, and so, you know, you're talking about maybe a few months of rabbit raising.
Yeah.
Before that all went bye-bye.
Yeah. So,
Not
see,
doing that.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. I just had the one rabbit.
But, you know,
Yeah.
it was tried. No, too much work.
I will-
Along with all the other stuff, way too much.
Yeah, I will say I had a very awesome childhood growing up. I look back on it now, and I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm out here is to,
This is
this is kind of how I grew up. So I want Wyatt to grow up like that. I feel comfortable here.
You're an outdoor. Roxane was always an outdoor child.
Yeah, so I'm glad she came to visit and got to see all this.
Me too.
And I hope she comes out to visit again.
I will.
Yeah.
This time maybe Eddie and I, so if you guys come out, then maybe Eddie and I will take a drive. And
There you go.
we kind of have kids and family across the kind of country here.
Yeah, so-
Ending up here.
Yeah, it could be a really cool little road trip for you guys. You
Oh
could
yeah,
even-
we talk about it.
You guys could come out here, you and Eddie drive, and you guys can stay here, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you guys could maybe go get a room or night or two at like Mount Magazine or
Yeah.
something, you know, just to go explore a little bit on your own, you know, not to get rid of you. I'm not gonna say like, hey, get out.
We are retired.
Yeah.
I love to drive. Kinda, my husband's kinda looking at maybe some back work. So we're this summer we're kinda, but I came here.
Yeah.
So, you know, yay. And that was like, you can't go anywhere because, you know, you're kinda can't walk far and all that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I can go.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm glad you made it out here.
Yep.
I am. I'm very, very glad. And I've always wanted her to come back out here and visit. It's never been, But I wanted her to kind of come out here after the house was done.
Yeah.
And like we were a little more settled, just because everything gets chaotic and, you know.
Now I'm seeing it. When I
Yeah.
came out before, the camp wasn't even set up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but now I'm here and I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
All the talk, all the things.
Yeah.
Watched it come along on the videos. Seeing it in real life is wonderful.
Yeah. Nope, you're right. It is so much different in person than
Yes.
it's on video. Everybody always says that.
Yeah, it is. It's always, like I said, been very, very comfortable.
Yep, she has been.
Nice big shower, which
Yeah.
I love.
It's true. That was one of the first things you were like, I couldn't believe how big the bathrooms were.
The bathrooms and the shower,
Shower.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Makes a visit
And to
nicer. You know,
Yeah,
let's
just-
face it.
Yeah, just to think that it could have been so different if we would have went a different way.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No,
So,
as far as I'm concerned, it was the perfect way.
yeah, it worked out great. But I'm gonna truly miss her when she leaves, but at least I have some videos, I got pictures, so I can always go back and relive these little moments.
And flowers to look
I
at.
got the flowers to look at, so I get to enjoy my mom's presence at least for the remainder of the season
Yep.
with the flowers.
Yep.
And then always have the video evidence
Yep.
for everything else.
Yep.
Well, guys, we have arrived at the airport. Yeah, it was a 2.5-hour drive, but we made it all in one piece, right, Wyatt? Wyatt came to
find a parking spot.
yeah, to see Grandma off and wave our goodbyes.
Yeah.
Oh, Wyatt.
Sad.
Yeah, it is sad, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna miss Grandma. Yeah. There you go. Getting her suitcases in, but man, what a good drive. Just kind of a depressing drive because we knew what we were coming to. It's not as exciting as it was coming here to pick her up. It was way more exciting to come get her than it is to leave, but all good things must end at some point, but
Sweet boy. Good, good.
yeah.
You're good. All right, hon.
Bye, Mom.
Nice wife.
Oh, thank you. I will definitely miss you.
Me too.
Yeah, but we'll be seeing you again very, very, very
Right.
soon.
Now we know what it's all about. So.
Yeah, and now you know what to expect when you come out here.
Yep.
Yeah, and I appreciate you coming and visiting me
It was great.
and seeing everything.
Great time.
Yeah,
So.
she did. It was amazing.
Yep.
Say bye. Bye, Grandma. Bye, Mom. Oh, gonna miss her, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the same.
No, it's not. That's okay. She'll be back. All right, we made the long trek back to the car, and Wyatt and I have been talking about Grandma and how much we're gonna miss her.
Yep.
It is sad, but
Very sad.
like I said, all good things have to come to an end, and it was a very, very good visit. I'm very glad that she did make it out here and seen and got to explore and really enjoy and absorb into a lot of the things we have built and what we've done and accomplished out here.
Out here in Arkansas.
Yes, yes, and we've been working very hard, so I'm glad. But it is time to face reality now this next coming week and start getting some things done, and I'm kind of looking forward to that too. So it's been a great 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah.